Today, Mexicans are celebrating the Day of the Dead on November 1st, where Mexicans remember the dead. Lupe took some time to speak with us about the Day of the Dead, a ritual which dates back some 3,000 years and was being performed by the Nahua people when the Spaniards arrived in Mexico for more than 500 years. The tradition still goes on today, as Lupe, an Aztec dancer, tells us. Okay, so can you start by telling me what your name is, please?
My name is Lupe, the Tellez family, and our group is called Tlacopan.
Okay, so are you guys all related then?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I was curious, can you tell me, how long have you been doing this ritual for?
Well, I started in my adult years. My kids have been doing it since they were in the womb.
Oh, so this was for the Day of the Dead, just for people that don't really know what that is. Could you tell us more about what that is and what it means to you?
Day of the Dead is Dia de los Muertos in Spanish. It's the day of remembrance. It's a day it's during the time that we call Micayihuitl, the time of mourning, the time of remembrance. In Nahuatl, that's what you call it. It's also a time where we remember and we try to, for the recently departed, hope that their journey to Mictlan, which is the next life, is an easy one, and hopefully their spirits can rest. And so part of Dia de los Muertos is to, remember them. And as long as we remember them, they stay in our hearts and our kids' hearts. They do live on. So that's what feels comfortable with.
How long have you guys, the three of you, been playing drums for?
I've been playing, I guess, a little bit after I started dancing, because you have to understand the drum in order to do the steps, because they have to complement each other. My husband's been doing this like that since a kid. It's not something that you do one or the other, it's together.
Sure. And then one thing I wondered about too was often in American movies they do some scenes sometimes about the Day of the Dead. I know I wasn't sure if you saw the James Bond that just came out maybe last year about Spectre, and they opened up with the opening sequence in Mexico with the Day of the Dead. I was kind of curious for people that maybe don't know about the celebration. Is the celebration really like that in Mexico? Can you tell us a little bit how was that different in the movie than in Mexico or whatnot?
Places outside of Mexico City proper, like Xochimilco, they've had this for hundreds of years, a very traditional procession. Very different from what you see on TV.
Yeah.
It's more of a family feel. The whole neighborhood comes out. The whole streets are filled with cempasúchiles, with the marigold flowers that we use for Day of the Dead. It's more authentic. It's something that was done before it was in the movies or even popularized. So what you see in Mexico City is, I would say, a glammed up, popular version of what happens in the community outside of the city.
What's more of the traditional things you mentioned, the flower that's involved in the Day of the Dead celebration, just traditionally?
Altar like you see here, and each family does their altars to their liking. You usually have an ofrenda of food, a bread, pan de muertos. Sometimes you'll have a tequila or a coffee. Then you would have pictures or things that were very important to your loved ones. You have candles, and then of course you have cempasúchil, which is the flowers that we use for Dia de los Muertos. So an ofrenda is a very personal one. There is no rule. The only guiding principle is what made your loved one happy and how you can remember your loved one.
Okay, very great. And just one final question. I was wondering about the flower. Can you tell me, is that something specific from Mexico that they can only get there, or is that a common?
A lot of places have they're called marigolds in English, so they are popular there. It's called cempasúchil. Cempuala means 100 petals if you look at the flower.
Oh, wow.
So that's why it's called the cempasúchil, and sushi means flower, so 100 petal flower.
And is there a certain color of the flower, or?
Well, there's different tones. You will see yellow, you will see orange, but you have those. Orange is the